Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss on the topic more or less force. The first picture shows more force being applied, while the second picture shows less force being applied. So let's get started. Introduction. A force is always applied by one object on other. Force can have different effects on objects. Effects of force. First one. A force can change the shape of an object. Second one. A force can move an object from rest. Third one. A force can change the motion of an object. Fourth one. A force can stop a moving object. Let me explain all these topics in detail with examples. First one. A force can change the shape of an object. When a force acts on an object, the object may change shape by bending, stretching, or compressing, or a combination of all the three shape changes. Look at the examples. Stretching a rubber band changes its shape. When we press the balloon, it changes its shape. Plastic bottles changes their shape when squeezed or compressed. Tearing a paper into pieces changes the shape of the paper. When we press wet soil, it changes its shape. Deformation of clay by pressing it between the hands. Second, a force can move an object from rest. The stationary object will move if the applied force is greater than the frictional force, that is opposing force between the object and the ground. Stationary means an object at rest. Look at the examples. If we kick a stationary football kept on the ground, then football starts moving. If you drop an object, the force of gravity causes it to move. Carrom board coins at rest are moved when a player strikes it. Third one. Third one. A force can change the motion of an object. Force can cause an object to move or accelerate to change its direction. For example, when a person hits a tennis ball, it changes the direction of the tennis ball. The batsman hits the ball and it travels in a different path. This is because the batsman applies force on the ball and changes the direction of the ball. Fourth one. A force can stop a moving object. Friction is what causes the moving objects to slow down and eventually stop. A fielder on the ground stops moving ball by applying force with his hands, means catching a cricket ball. A stopping of the moving basketball by a player. A force of brakes can stop a moving car. Using the handbrake on a bicycle is also an example of this. Note: the effect of the force on an object depends on its magnitude. Magnitude means strength of the force, that is how much force you are applying on an object, and it is always expressed using numbers. The greater the force, more intense will be its effect. Intense means more severe will be its effect. For example, a 20 Newton force will produce more effect on an object than a 10 Newton force. Force can change the speed and direction of a moving object. Now look at these examples here. The first picture. The greater the force applied by the athlete, the farther away the javelin falls on the field. Second picture. The batsman hitting a ball with great force will cause the ball to move farther away and change the direction. Greater the force is applied to break hard things like a coconut, brick, or pieces of rock. Less force is required to break soft things like chocolate, bread, and pieces of chalk. Thank you. See you in the next video.